Hi, it's a bisexual teen again. I haven't really made a video for a while just because a lot of stuff's been going on in my life. But I decided to make a video, and while I was, not making videos, a lot of people have been asking me about how to tell if somebody is gay or bi. Um, and pretty much, there's no like 100% sure way unless they're openly, bi or gay or whatever. Then, obviously they are. But um, for the most part, I think especially with bi people, is I mean, if they're not comfortable with themselves, they're not going to be open about it. Because it's not like where a gay person is like, that's like, they're attracted to men, so they're not going to keep that a secret their whole life. But where if you're bi, you're still attracted to women, so that way it's kind of easier to keep it a secret. But anyway, so I think pretty much before I get into this, I think it's like 40% of dudes are at least bi curious, so you already kind of have a decent chance. So basically, what I'll do is like the first time you talk to somebody, you'll be able to tell, especially if it's with like texting or on Facebook or something. A couple things that I find, like this isn't true all the time, but if somebody texts you like for the first time and they say hey or something like with a bunch of Y's, like they repeat their letters and stuff, that's the first indicator. I mean, don't hold my word to any of this, but that's one thing I look for. Also, if the person like just randomly will say like like I love you in abbreviation like ILY, or like send you like a heart or something, like even if they're joking about it, like the fact that you don't know them well and they're already doing that kind of indicates it. Or if they compliment you a lot, or not even like like oh you're hot or something, but just like oh you're so cool or we should hang out. And like if you don't know them at all and they're already asking to hang out, that pretty much means that they think you're attractive. uh and then once if you have a little bit of an idea, you still don't want to like make a move or anything, because then you can end up like getting like beaten up or whatever. But um so if once you have a little idea, you want to invite them to like hang out with you, but not with like a big group of friends, because you want them to be able to be open with you without like having people judging them or whatever. And don't bring up the fact that you're bi or anything. Have them assume you're still straight. And when you're hanging out with them, just be like just act normal and do something like be like start pushing the person around, like shoving them a little bit. And like you'll be able to tell like if they're straight or whatever, they'll just like act normal. But if they're not, like they'll try to make more contact with you. uh or something. I've even had like kind of like wrestling with one of my friends, and then all of a sudden you're kind of on top of each other rolling around and stuff, and then shit happens. But so yeah, and if you're alone, and especially after like the first time you hang out, you'll be able to tell. Like you could even like if you're really desperate to notice, like you could even give them a hug or something, and and if they think you're straight, it's not a big deal. But if they're bi too, things will end up happening. But I mean, there's really no way. Like I've actually been in bad situations, like I've had like a really good friend or whatever. I thought they were bi or gay or whatever, and then I kind of like made a move, and then they kind of got all scared off, and then we're not friends anymore. You don't want that to happen. So you'd rather have nothing happen and be friends than you try to make something happen, and then you end up with no friends. Uh, so yeah, once again, I'm the bisexual teen. If you have any questions, make sure you inbox them to me on YouTube, or write them a comment below. And also become a fan of me on Facebook. Just search the bisexual teen on Facebook, and if you become a fan of that, you can see pictures from my vacations. You can enter in contests and all that good stuff. So yeah, become a fan of me once again on the bisexual teen. Peace.